Eaton fire, the Altadena area, there looks to be some early strong evidence that that was caused by a public utility. And if that's the case, there's going to be extensive litigation over the cause of that fire. What responsibility does that utility owe to everybody who've lost their homes, the people that are dead, the people that are injured? So there's going to be property damage, personal injury, the people that have smoke inhalation claims. What are the long-term environmental effects of all of this to the communities, to the drinking water?
Right.
The list is endless, but for the Eden fire, at least right now, there seems to be evidence that there could be a utility responsible for what happened.
And can you tell me what you mean when you say a utility?
Sure, Southern California Edison. They've got a lot of lines in that area, and we don't know yet, but it looks like there may have been a down line that connected with some of the dry brush. In a windstorm, it doesn't take much forethought to know what's going to happen if you put all those environmental effects together. So Southern California Edison, I know as we speak today, has been sued, and we are also part of a group of lawyers that are bringing lawsuits on behalf of homeowners that lost their homes, given the early evidence that this was caused by SoCal Edison and negligence. We'll see how the evidence bears out, but folks need to really assess early on and consult with us about whether or not they have a home in the area, whether or not they had a loss. And there aren't many out there.
A concern of mine is that there are people out there who are taking advantage of the people who have been impacted by this fire. They've been knocking on their doors, reaching out to them on social media, just trying to get them to sign up with them. And I worry about that because, you want to make sure that people who have really been harmed by this are represented by people who are qualified to represent them. There's so much at stake. People have lost so much. And the thought that maybe they would find themselves in the hands of someone who is not really looking out for their best interest, or at worst, or simply just doesn't know what they're doing. And so I think what you're sharing is important. You want people that if they're going to consider filing a lawsuit, that they find the right people to do it for them.
Yeah, and I'm reminded, with these 2025 Los Angeles fires, that these kind of events bring out both the best in people
And
the
we've seen
worst
that.
and the worst in people.
And we've seen that.
We've seen it, and it plays out time and time again. I mean, when there's a big disaster, communities come together, and this is the majority. People helping each other. Those images of firefighters and police rushing to the scene, neighbors helping each other,
Yes.
the goodness of our hearts coming out. And that's, thank God, that's almost everywhere. And then we see the ugliest of human nature. We see